Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds, where today we've got that Street Fighter 6 collab to try out. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I actually find it kind of interesting that we're getting an Akuma collab in Monster Hunter 2 base games in a row. And yet this one they have apparently gone much more in depth with.
Step right up. I've got the hottest
Uh-oh. This is hopefully something that fixes itself. My GPU should not be struggling here.
All right. I'm here. You need me?
Okay, looks like that stuttering issue was very temporary. Hopefully it remains that temporary. Sometimes when this game gets patched, it really needs to do another shader recomp step, but doesn't. And you can force it to do that, but that would take like 10 minutes.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Where does this thing start? Do I have to go talk to Alma? I know that it's like a thing somewhere. Piece assignment? Nope. Optional quest? Nope. Event? Nope. How do we
Understood.
get on the Akuma quest?
Come on over.
The only exclamation point I see is Mondi here. And that's just, hey look, there's new DLC.
Okay. See you later.
Oh wait, there's a thing in the oil well basin. Okay.
I'll get ready too.
Oh, we're getting stutters here too. Yeah, this is not how this GPU should be performing. Okay, I may have to go recompile shaders. Yeah, you know what? I am going to do that so that this game doesn't constantly stutter no matter what we're doing. So give me a sec here. Let's see if I can make it happen quickly, and maybe we can chat or something mid-stream. Hey there, Wolfkinson. You have arrived right as the screen has gone black. Yeah, let's browse local files. Where's my shader cache? Where is my shader cache? Shader.cache2. I banish thee. And let's relaunch the game. Yep, Wilkinson, I am doing just fine, except for the fact that my game needs to recomp its shaders and didn't do so automatically. Hey, look, it's RE Framework, which I have just so that I can disable the film grain. That's literally the only thing I have installed here is a mod that disables film grain, because I don't like film grain in games. Well, good news is we seem to be just chewing through this shader recomp. This is going a lot faster than I expected, which is always welcome. One of my friends, his CPU is several generations old at this point, shall we say? And shader recomp for him takes minimum half an hour every time, which, yeah, no thanks, I wouldn't do that on stream. But me, it's usually done within 5 minutes, so we should be pretty good. But yeah, Akuma in Rise and Akuma in Wilds. Except he's going from Street Fighter V to Street Fighter VI. Which, let me just say, I'm not a Street Fighter guy. Like, I have played a few minutes of Street Fighter 3 and maybe like an hour or two of Street Fighter 2. But seeing how Akuma has changed, Street Fighter 2, he was basically recolor of Ryu with different hair. Street Fighter 3, just a higher res version of that. Street Fighter 4, okay, he got some slight changes to his hair, made it, you know, more. Street Fighter 5, they turned him into a freaking lion. And now Street Fighter 6, it looks like they're trying to make him look like an actual demon from antique scrolls or whatever. It's interesting seeing how he's changed. Wolfkinson, what's new in this update other than the collab is a few weapon tweaks and an endemic life viewer, as well as they've added 8-star versions of all of the Apex monsters and Gormagala, and also made it so that the higher your HR, the more likely it is that higher level threats show up on maps. Okay, time to load back in.
My whiskers are tingling. Weather's changing.
Actually, you know what? On the subject of having RE framework for film grain, if we actually open it up, we've got other options here that are toggleable that would not be toggleable without it. Like, I guess the turning off volumetric fog doesn't... Oh, you gotta click apply. This game looks so different without the volumetric fog. I'm sure there are some people who prefer it this way, but it makes everything look so flat. Like, you can't see any depth in this view right here without the volumetric fog. So let's bring that back, and hey, look, suddenly you can tell what's farther away. And then if you turn off fog in general, or I guess it doesn't really show here. Turning off fog in general in some areas looks really bizarre. But I guess, whoop, 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 whoop. Stop spinning. Gotta close RE framework. There we go. Okay.
Hey, Avis unit. Always nice to meet people I know I can count on.
The feeling's mutual. What's Vespa unit up to here?
A few things. As you know, tempered monsters have been cropping up all throughout the East. Well, seems this spot's the one exception. Eyewitness reports have all but dried up overnight.
Interesting. And I'm guessing there are no clear leads on the cause?
You guessed it. And to top it off, our unit just got another job dropped on us. Just as I was trying to map out our priorities, a person of your caliber walked in. No pressure, but if you've got a hand free, Would you mind helping us out? Yeah?
Sure.
That'd be huge. As thanks, I'll buy you around sometime.
I'll look forward to it. Do you have any information to get me started?
We haven't finished a full sweep of the middle or upper strata yet. Might be a good start.
Got it. I'll see what we can find.
She offers to buy us around sometime in this, the first Monster Hunter game, where no matter how much alcohol you drink, you do not get drunk. I recently stumbled upon the remains of a monster in the upper stratum, a big old brute. I'm just glad I didn't run into the thing while it was still alive. Sheesh. Yeah. Judging by the marks left, it took quite a beating. Maybe the work of a great ape. I was told that tempered monster sightings had dried up here. We just had a tempered New Udra fight a tempered Ajarikon while a tempered Rathian is in the corner. This is an 8-star, 5-star tempered New Udra. We need to save this. Because that is the strongest a New Udra can get. Just out of curiosity. Oh, someone wants to talk. Oh, that's the Endemic Life viewer. It's supposed to be more common for higher level stuff to show up, but I guess that doesn't mean that lower level stuff can't. Oh, another change with this patch, they made it so that reloading the Wounded Hollow won't re-randomize the size of things there. I used that for exactly one of my crowns, so... Oh, hey, it's you. You really saved my skin back there. Like a total rock hit, I walked right into that monster's nest. Thought for sure I was done for. Boy, was I relieved to discover that the monster had already been slain. I have you to thank for that, right? Wait, right? Wolfkinson, the tempered apexes are not all 8-star now. There are still 7-star ones. Yeah, there are 2 crowns I could have gotten in the Wounded Hollow, but didn't. Specifically, Mizutsune's. But I'm in no rush to get Mizutsune crowns. That New Udra looks smallish, but I guess it's just because it's far away. The guy said that he walked into a monster's nest. And that was where he found its corpse, so I think I'm going the wrong way.
Can't go back after riding one of these.
We want to be going up there. And here's where I remember that I got rid of my skill that make hot not hot. No sign of those monster carcasses. Okay. So not here. No sign of those monster carcasses. So not here. And this is just the way back into Azu's? Yeah, it sure is. So when we were here, my cat said something was different about the air or whatever. So I would expect it to be somewhere near there, right? So if we're going all the way over there, it'd be faster to just fast travel to Azu's and then go. Except that's literally the way I went to leave Azu's in the first place. So, I guess... Wait, where's... Oh, that's Rompapolo's house down there. Yeah, we're looking for monster nests in the upper and middle strata. I didn't find anything in the upper strata, but there's still a check mark for the upper strata to get. Which means there's got to be something, right? So maybe up here.
The terrain here looks like a natural trap.
Wait a moment. That's...
Oh,
It's a Rathian.
sucks to be her.
From the look of her. Must have had a run-in with something.
She passed away in her own nest. Natural causes? Or could it be...
And then in the middle stratum, I mean, that's the monster nest that I'm aware of right there. I guess 11 would also be a potential nest. Okay, no sign of monster carcasses here, which means they're probably over here.
Wait a moment.
That poor Gypsaros.
The Gypsaros looks tempered, but I'm not seeing any signs of life.
It's possible that whatever did this may have also been a tempered specimen.
Let's regroup for a second. I've noticed a trend between all these tempered monsters. None of them seem to be natural deaths, but they also show no signs of a struggle.
Right, exactly as you say. I think it's safe to assume something unusual is going on. Why don't we try talking to Maki? She often comes out here to gather oil. Maybe she saw something. We should try to avoid any hazards as we investigate.
It's all about being adaptable.
So they were all killed in unnatural ways, but no sign of a struggle, which means they were killed before they could fight back. Oh, in the top left up there, we can actually see something that also got changed with this patch. They make it visible how long you've got left on your food buff during the last 10 minutes of it, just to be like, hey, pay attention, your food buff's gonna go away soon.
Huh? You want to know about the dead monsters in the oil well basin?
Right. Specifically, the particularly dangerous ones. We call them tempered.
Well, sure. It's been a pretty hot topic. Rokul was just talking about it earlier. Heard they took them all down with their bare fists. Talk about amazing! Or something like that.
No, we haven't... Wait, did you say bare fists? Against tempered monsters?
Well, yeah. I actually just heard another story saying someone watched it happen. But thinking about it, that doesn't sound like the sort of thing you guys would do.
Thanks, Maki. Though, what you're describing still doesn't sound possible by human hands.
Right? That's why I asked her where she saw it so I could check. She said it was at the lowest part of the subterrane. Hopefully they haven't left already.
That's plenty to go on. Thanks a lot. We'll look into it from here.
Okay, let me know if you have other questions. I'm always around. See ya!
To the lowest part of the subterrane. Oh, hey, look, another tempered monster that also isn't gone. And another. Oh. I heard that sound. I must be close.
There. Do you suppose that's our man?
So, of note, this Devil's Blight, its Japanese name is like Demon Shroom. Akuma means demon. Goki, his Japanese name, the ki is rendered with the kanji for demon. There's a reason he's standing next to a Devil's Blight. Also, I like how he's doing that iconic pose.
Who are you?
Greetings. We belong to an organization called the Hunters Guild. To put it simply, we hunt monsters.
Wait, that fighting spirit. I see, you too are no stranger to death.
And it's unbelievable what you can do with just your fists. You must have gone through rigorous training. That being said, you're doing a number on the ecology here. I'd like to ask you to stop.
What cause have we to hesitate in dispatching these fell beasts? Are you not a hunter? Life does not hesitate to exterminate other life. Should it have reason to believe it is a threat? No matter how weak or how strong they are, all creatures can exhibit the desire to kill.
I don't dispute that, sir, but the ideal we strive for is harmony with...
Enough! Know this! All who seek true strength must walk this path! If you would quail before it, begone!
His arms.
I'm afraid we can't do that.
Then show me. In turn, I offer you a glimpse of the abyss! Die 1,000 deaths!
Well, we're getting beat up.
Each blow 1,000 blows as one. Master your craft, and this shall be within your grasp. Has the weight of my fist sparked a killing intent within you, Hunter? The only path the powerless see before them is the one that keeps them powerless. Train endlessly. Push yourself to the brink in battle. Only then will the path to true strength open to you. Be gone! If you would ask me to stay these fists, make me a show of your power. Speak to me then, and no sooner.
Okay, complete a new arena quest. Got it.
A little gathering goes a long way.
Yeah, during that scene at least, the texture resolution on his arms and body and whatnot seemed a lot lower than that of basically anything else. Still does. Did they not give him high-res texture pack versions? Because, like, our skin is much higher res than his. But whatever. Let us head to the Grand Hub and go take on this Ajahara-Khan.
Wow, we sure got here fast. Yeah.
It's nice that they actually added another arena quest. Having only these two was kind of lame. And my understanding is that people have put up the best times using this weapon combo because they use the demon ammo with the heavy bowgun and then just swap to the longsword or else use Akuma himself. But I'm a switch axe kind of guy.
Am I imagining, or are you not quite yourself?
True strength can only be obtained in a fight with your very life on the line. Now, to seek death and face it down!
Such intensity. You almost sound like that Akuma fellow we met earlier. And my eyes must be deceiving me because you look just like him too.
Come, Alma. The battle's to the death before me demand your witness.
Sure? I mean, understood. I'm, on it, I guess.
Very well.
Yeah, equip a thing, get special gestures, do buttons to do damage, etc., etc. So my understanding is there's like 4 different combo paths, and apparently we need to actually land the first hit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to beat this whole thing using only the Akuma moves, or Akuma as they pronounced it. Just because that'll make it more interesting. Okay, so we can use triangle or circle for our moves. I legit love that they gave us Raging Demon. I understand that there's a way we can do the Shoryuken input to actually do a Shoryuken at the end of a combo. Well, I did a Shoryuken. They said that there was a special radio menu, but I don't see it. I thought it did activate drive.
This is the battle I hunger for!
Okay. Drive Impact has a little bit of startup lag. So one thing I'm noticing is that there's a lot I don't understand about this kid. Like, Drive Impact here is an offset. Oh. That didn't seem to do much. I've seen it do more. So wait, how do I do the focus strike? Like, do I just have to aim for a wound and then do the thing? I guess I also need to keep drive impact as my selected thing. That one did more than the last one. Doesn't have any wounds open. I feel like that offset needs to have more to it. Though it does say special power-up was active or whatever. I want to do another... Sure, you could... I feel like I did it accidentally the first time. Dang, I really wish I could have gotten the KO with the Raging Demon. But whatever. We beat up on a Jarrakan.
A fist not prepared to take life is a fist that cannot pierce the heavens! Akuma wins!
I kind of love that for the end screen. And hey, getting a B on my first try with this, quote, weapon, end quote, isn't terrible. Definitely gonna have to learn the combos and whatnot if I want to keep using that. What can we make with those Street Fighter tickets? Not a standard armor set, apparently.
How can I serve?
There's cat gear. Oh. Well, we've got the tickets for it, so we might as well.
Meow. This is great.
Another satisfied customer.
That is an 8-star, 5-star tempered Jindahad. But my investigations are full. Oh no.
Yes.
So these are both Gold Crown Kongalalas, but I have already done them and shared them. So... there, that'll give me some space.
Understood.
It kind of bugs me that we've got 2 different measurements of stars on monsters. Like, this is an 8-star quest for a 5-star tempered Jindahad. So it's an 8-star, 5-star. Why do they have to both be stars?
Hello.
Okay, so he's still down there.
Can't forget supplies.
I'm gonna take
Oh,
a check.
interesting. I do recall them saying that only, like, high-value stuff will show up in the environment overview. I guess that's true. I was like, wait, why are there no monsters anywhere? And the answer is because none of them have anything special to them. But then if we go over here, we can see all the monsters that are actually present. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I guess it's not terrible. It makes it look like the Wounded Hollow is empty. I feel like they need to not do this for the Wounded Hollow, because the Wounded Hollow only ever has 1 monster. So, like, if they don't show the monster that's in it on the first tab for Wounded Hollow, it just looks like there's no reason to go there. Yeah, I don't think I like that change. Like, it is cool that it makes it easier to see the higher value stuff. But, like, when it looks like there's nothing going on in a locale, it's not great. I like to see every monster that's present without needing to press a button.
Is the deed done?
Yes.
The intent to kill lies at the core of martial arts. And martial arts without its core is a brittle thing. However, that killing intent has been by your creed. No, by your convictions sublimated. Though the paths you walk may differ, your smile seems an echo of his.
Yes, look at that smile.
Very well.
Well then,
You have held fast to your creed to the last. This farce of master and pupil has ended.
Sir.
pupil?
I thought he said the farce has ended.
Single strike must be trained 1,000, 10,000 times. That is the only way forward.
May your journey be safe.
To cease training is to invite weakness, Hunter.
Oh, now we can forge Akuma items. Okay.
What do you think we'll find?
So I made the cat gear too early, did I? I think Akuma is supposed to stick around and just be findable training sometimes. Because, like, I've seen a video snippet of him doing, like, one-armed pull-ups on some overhanging something or other. So he's probably still around somewhere. Well, let's go check out our endemic life. Because the thing about the endemic life viewer is it shows that there are actually multiple variations of at least several different types of endemic life that are not treated as different species or anything. Oh, Hunter, thank you kindly for helping capture wildlife. I've got all the information you could want stored in my noggin about the creatures you've caught. That is all for now. Thank you. Two Yaya come in different sizes, apparently. So yeah, like this Amstrigian and this Amstrigian are different sizes and different colors. Also, they all make a noise. It's not a loud noise, but it's a noise. Here you can see how I was getting lots of guild points for a while there. Just a few different jewel scarabs. And yeah, you can keep apparently up to 1,000. Which, by the look of things, would be 10 pages worth. And you can set certain ones to your favorites so they don't get deleted when you get too many. Behold, a gold large esconite. And a gold large golden fry. Talk about a size difference between these. This one's almost twice the length and more than triple the weight. They actually increased the spawn rate of gold large esconite and grand esconite. But clearly I don't need that. I literally got 2 gold large Goliath squids in a row, huh? Ooh, and this one's all like greeny. They're different colors. So clearly, those are 2 variations worth keeping. This one's oranger than the others. Wonder if it's eaten different. Is it just me? Or does this one look slightly larger than the other? I guess it is because it weighs more. That would be why. I guess they made it thicker. But Gold Crown is apparently only about length and nothing else. Yeah, fish. It's nice that we can actually see our endemic life again now. That's not a thing that was possible before. But I do believe it's time to do an 8-star tempered apex. Interestingly, the new 8-star tempered monsters that they added in this patch all have way more health than Arkveld or Mizutsune did. So, like, they're gonna at least take longer. And apparently, tempered Gormagala at 8-star, 5-star, its minimum health roll is like 55k versus the 30k for an 8-star, 5-star tempered Arkveld. So, like, yeah, Gormagala is a meaty fellow. You know, I just got an idea. An idea that I'm sure other people have already had, but an idea nonetheless. And that idea is that while I said in my Pokemon stream yesterday that I would be back to Pokemon on Friday, maybe I don't want to be back to Pokemon on Friday. Maybe I want to do more 8-star, 5-star monsters, but maybe I want to do it in a silly way. Because, like, we just got the Akuma collab. I want to play around with it more, but I want to actually know what I'm doing. So I think after taking some time to familiarize myself with its combos and whatnot, maybe what we do tomorrow is 8-star, 5-star Monster Puncher. That sounds like a fun stream. Just multiplayer Monster Puncher. Everyone goes in with the Akuma gear and punches monsters. Oh, but if we're doing everyone goes in with Akuma gear, then we'd have to make sure everyone's done the arena quest enough times to make the Akuma gear. I guess that's not an assumption that I can necessarily make. But then again, arena quests are 2-player, right? So we could start off by doing those maybe in groups of 2. And then once we've done it a couple times, we can go on to monster punching. Just getting the Hirabami bros to join us. Wrecked. Hirabami almost trapped me in for that ice blast. Wow, 5,000 damage on that Hirabami with that breath.
We should whip out the barbecue.
All right, my food buff is worn off. So, I understand why they changed the distance for monsters to fade out when they're between the camera and you. Like, I get it. They want you to be able to see your character and all. I'm not sure I like it. I think I would prefer if the monster stayed visible. Because, like, it's more important to know what the monster's doing than to know what your character's doing.
I can feel another life slipping away.
Get back up, cat.
You're a lifesaver.
Mr. Dahad, would you like to come over here? No, he would not. I went towards that. The way he was moving his head, I thought he was going to sweep it. But he did not. That's not going to hit.
Go on the offensive.
Alright, got his face. That should make his back available for breaking the next time we knock him down.
All right. ride with you.
More supplies have been added.
Wow, going up there already, are we? I'm fine with that. If you can get his back broken before he does his big move, I think it does change it to a weaker version. So, like, giving us a chance to go for that back is nice. Would have been nicer if I didn't just A, get myself hit by the thing, and B, lock myself on the wrong side of him.
Look out.
Alright, that wound will definitely help with getting him knocked down. Okay, I was hoping his back would be one of those glowy weak spots, but I guess not. Seriously? How dare you lock me on the wrong side of you? And how dare your face take all those hits that were meant for your back?
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
They said that the Vigor Wasp delivery was sped up in this patch, and they meant it. Wow, I did not bring, like,
Leave this to me.
any
Heels
of the
inbound.
healing supplies I should have. Stay right there. Excellent. Well, it's time. At least we've got a nice safe spot right here. He stayed up for a little longer than I expected. And let me tell you, I cannot wait for them to add layered weapons in the next title update. Because, like, I want to be able to tell which weapon I have equipped at any given time instead of just, oh, it's an Arshan weapon. I want to have a visual difference between my Arshan weapons. This back right leg isn't broken yet. There it goes. And that's the back broken. I do believe that's all of his parts broken. Well, no, I still haven't gotten the tail cut. So it's almost all of his parts broken. Oh. Also, I knocked that down because it looked like it might have hit him, but I guess that was a depth perception fail. If only Monster Hunter games had ever been released on a system where you could use depth perception. Actually, this is an RE Framework game, which means... Or not RE Framework, RE Engine. But that means that you probably can inject VR mode using RE Framework. And it'll function. Though if it's anything like Monster Hunter Rise, it won't exactly be the most comfortable VR experience. Probably very barfy, but for those with the stomach for it and the graphics card to even render the thing at that point, because yeah, this game isn't exactly easy to render when you're only rendering it on a single screen instead of two like you would have to for VR. Yeah, if you've got the horsepower to render it in VR and the everything else, then yeah, you probably could play this in VR mode and thus get stereoscopic vision. Also, I think this is the first time I have ever carted to Jin Dahad. Certainly the first time I've done it when he was all the way in the final area. I've never had to deal with this run back before.
You're not taking me down.
Also, can I just say, I appreciate how much bigger they made our buffs and debuffs in the top left there. Those icons used to be freaking minuscule. And when playing on a 4K TV, yeah, they were way smaller than they needed to be. But now I can actually see what they are. Well, I was way too early for an offset there, but he missed me, so we're even. Ow. Surely there's a faster way down there than this huge run, right? I guess not. That's kind of lame. Like, it'd be one thing if it was clear out so we could see everywhere we're going and all that, but... No, it's just... Hey, look at this very foggy area with some glowy parts. But mostly just rocks. Gray rocks in gray fog.
You're not taking me down.
I just dodged his roar.
Do your thing, plundering.
Yeah, this is the thing he does that I've only seen him do when he's had everything broken. So I think he does that instead of like his big bursty thing once you've broken all of his back plates.
Look out!
His tail still leaves impressions in the snow as if it was not severed. Going power axe mode just because I want to get an offset on him. And staying in axe mode is the way we get offsets. And power axe mode is plus 10 raw for axe mode attacks. Which is honestly kind of disappointing that it's just plus 10 raw. But hey, it's plus 10 raw. Can't really complain about that. There we go. That offset didn't really do a whole lot, did it? So I got iced to the floor and almost one shot.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
But I got ice to the floor, but then the ice spikes that showed up didn't do anything to me damage-wise. They just moved me out of the way. That seemed a little anticlimactic for the spikes spawning under us. All right, later, Wolfkinson.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
This guy was looking weak. We're almost there, like, ages ago. There we go. 8-star, 5-star Jindahad down. Where's his tail? There it is. Oh, his tail's already starting to get all gooey. If we left it for any longer, it might have become a rotten Jindahad tail. Oh boy, a gem. One thing I can say about this Jindahad, with that HP value he's got, Capcom was definitely paying attention to the people saying that, oh, hunts are too fast in this game. An 8-star, 5-star Zoshia, I don't believe is anything special.
Right.
To wit, this is one. And this is one. Yeah, 8-star, 5-star Zoshia is not special. But this one's only got one more use on it, so I can delete that and then put a new one there.
Understood.
And thereby get more 8-star, 5-star Zoshia uses. So I do not... Oh, there's Thundering Fulgurite. Guess I should go for that. I do like that they added a white outline to the fast travel points to make them stand out more on the map. And I don't yet have 8-star, 5-star Raydao, Uth-Duna, or Gormagala, so I should probably do some resting to see if I can get those to show up.
I'll get ready too.
You keeping stocked?
Whoa.
8-star, 5-star. The Thundering Fulgurite's back. That feel when your bird accidentally goes the wrong way at first?
Can't see past my whiskers. I'll go on ahead then. Over here, come on. A little gathering goes a long way.
Well, I guess since there's a remarkable relic to grab, I'll go there next. And we'll see if we can't convince an 8-star, 5-star Gormagala to show up. It was right behind me.
Destination reached.
Tempered Gormagala is showing up at sunrise, so if we rest until daytime, maybe it'll be here already.
Look at all our ingredients. We should whip out the barbecue grill.
And nope, looks like it just completely refreshes the entire schedule if you rest. It does not advance time. That said, the support ship's here, which means I should go see if I can get the last commission ticket I need. Because that would be nice to be done with commission tickets.
Anything you like. Have at ya.
Nope.
Here, it's all yours. Here, it's all yours. Here.
I make it a habit of buying everything he's got, just in case commission tickets show up more often, like based on number of points spent or whatever. And you know what? Instead of just resting to see if we get more tempered monsters and whatnot, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rest this one last time, and then we're gonna go do the Akuma quest again, just because. There are no monsters here, apparently. I haven't hunted anything. Why are there no monsters here? There aren't going to be any monsters here for the next 9 minutes. What? That seems entirely wrong that that can happen. It already felt wrong that we could hunt a environment to being empty just by hunting a lot of stuff. But being able to sleep until it's empty, that seems even wronger. Wait. That's a non-tempered Gormagala, okay. Actually, before we do the Akuma quest again.
Yes. Would you like to trade something?
You can always use more sharp kunafa cheese. I say, as I already have 25. Yeah, I think we're actually good with 25 for a while. Dang it, I want that great hibiscus. But I don't have nearly enough coins.
Everyone in the village said they can help too.
Oh hey, I got the great hibiscus.
They said this was our share from the Fire Spring Festival.
Come on over. Do you have any requests?
Watch this.
How can I serve?
Okay, so Akuma Alpha. Certainly looks interesting when you've got it at my current pigmentation. Let's see here. It's got Part Breaker with a 2-2-1. Not terrible. Heroics with a 3-1. I'm not a big fan of Heroics, but whatever. Part Breaker again with a 2-2-1. Evade Window 2 with a 3-1. And Part Breaker again with a 2-2-1. So Part Breaker, Evade Window, and Heroics are all it gets without decos. What about Master of the Fist? Increases the power of special actions. Drive impacts can trigger offset attacks. Further increases power of offset attacks. Okay.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh. I see. So they added 2 arena quests, but they're for the same monster. One's just higher stars. Well, if I am just going to be punching... Can you not? There's some damage. Missed. Looks like our kick attacks tend to be better than our punching ones. Especially because the punches spend a long time doing the Hadouken. I wish I was better at the Shoryuken input. Like, I know it's right, down, and then down right, but like... I don't know at what point I'm supposed to input it. Oh, and apparently there's entire combo chains that I haven't been using. Fist his face. Nice. Well, I did much better against this one than I did against the weaker one.
Akuma wins!
Still gonna need to clean it up quite a bit if I want to get that A rank.
Yes.
Wait, unique equipment parts. Well, whatever.
See you again, Hunter.
Honestly, I'm fairly satisfied with what I've accomplished so far.
Okay, see you later.
And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and call it a stream here. So yeah, that's going to be it for this theme. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. I will be back with more of this tomorrow when we're going to do some Monster Puncher against the new 8-star tempered monsters. Just for funsies. So yeah, see you then, friends.